Is it fun?
Yeah, it was fine. It was just like a basic dungeon.
Okay.
I don't know why, as I start the stream, that's like the best way that we could have done it. Was it fun? And then that's how we started. It's just, you should still do it anyways. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone, I am Wolf28 and I am here with my inner demons. Alright,
Hello.
boyos. So today, just to recap what happened last time, today we're spending some time talking about a one-off for next week that Amleth will be taking over. That's why we're, just going to be doing a little bit of a small session today. However, last week we did have both Amleth and Rocco, you guys make some very interesting revelations at the bar. Then, you guys met Corvus at a crashed ship, which had some very, very interesting, well, besides interesting residents inside it, including a baby basilisk, not basilisk, Leviathan. Yeah, baby Leviathan. It also had a water pixie, or an aqua pixie, who, while grateful that you guys saved her, was pretty much just like, well, anyways, bye, before you guys came up with a very interesting idea of using her fey magic to teleport around. And
Yeah.
that was pretty much where we ended off, where you guys were at the ship, kind of just hanging out with her, talking to her.
Mm.
I think we were on our way to go see Captain Sparrock, the Kenku pirate.
Yes, you guys were gonna head towards the docks, I believe, to like talk to the people who were at the actual waterfront during the initial wyvern attack. Okay, are you guys able to see the roll 20, or is it black again? Still
black.
Fuck,
How is it still black?
dude! I literally
Like
reset.
my soul.
Oh my god! I really genuinely hope I don't have to just start a new roll 20 game and remake everything.
God, that would suck.
That would
If you do that and it still turns out black.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. If it does that, I just scream. We quit, and you're the new DM.
Okay. Can I actually somehow get it working?
Yeah, I will get it working though. Here, for now, just look at the stream, and I will make sure to wait a second for the delay for you guys.
You know, better idea. We stop using Roll20 and we start using Tabletop Simulator.
Actually,
Actually,
you know
not
what?
the worst idea, and not the worst idea.
That's actually not too bad. Where's that's on fucking Steam, right?
Yep.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I have to download Steam.
I do have that, so maybe next week we could definitely try that for your DMing Amleth.
Yeah, I would totally be down to do it for sure.
That's gonna be interesting.
It will be different. It will be different.
Does everyone have strong enough computers for that? I know it's just a little bit more intensive than
I don't
Roll20.
know. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe not.
I can get it figured out. for
We
sure.
shall see, I think, is the general consensus. So, for now, as you guys do know, and if you like to look at the stream, you may, that you guys are in the little town of Kilp. Kilp is a little seaside town where there's a wyvern attacking, and it used to be a portside town. Along the upper northern end with the docks and the dock house, you are walking along the beach away from the crashed ship. There is a smaller dock before it, about right here. It is directly next to some houses, but then there's the actual bigger dock house. And then past the dock house, which I don't think I've described yet, but at this point I might as well, there is a seaside or oceanside tower. That tower itself is meant as a defense point against pirates, invading armies, etc. It's not like this isn't a fort side town with a giant fort, the wall, cannons, etc. And they could not afford that. So the best they could do was make a tiny fort in the size of this extra large tower to kind of defend the water side. You did notice during the wyvern attack that several cannon attacks did come from this tower towards the wyvern itself. So from this point, you guys are walking. Let me draw with some freehand. From the ship, kind of here, you're walking along the beach to the smaller one. You would be passing through the smaller docks to get to both the bigger docks or the seaside tower. Would you like to stop at the smaller docks at all, or would you like to walk past them to get to the bigger docks?
Hmm.
Where would the pirate captain be? That is the question.
Most likely the public docks, which should be the biggest one. There's the biggest is like the public for all the traders and stuff, and then military is like the tower.
I'm gonna walk over to the smaller docks and see if there's anything there that can be useful.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Alright, I guess I'm following.
Alright, you do see a small, right on the edge of the small docks, a very small, like, fishing hut, where a woman, looks like she is a Triton. So for those who don't know, I will pull up what a Triton looks like. Triton D&D. They are basically a... So we all know what we expect both a mermaid and a sea monkey to look like, right? Well, we all know what the mix of them would be. It is a Triton. Here we go. So you guys may see. I'm sure my players know, but just so you're reminded, I'm putting to general a Triton. And for the audience, here you go. This is a Triton, a mix of a sea monkey and a mermaid without the bottom fishtail. At the front, there is a female Triton. Hello there, hello! Oh, hello. Hi, would you like some cod? Or maybe I can sell you some fine sea fish. Oh, maybe some octo. I got some octopus here. And as she's trying to get your attention, you do see at the end of the dock is another Triton. It looks to be an older one, maybe male, maybe not. It's kind of hard to tell, as they tend to be a bit like elves, a little bit androgynous. But at the very least, you can tell it's an older Triton on the edge of the pier. It looks like he's fishing.
I'm going to lean close to Amleth, and I'm going to say, I think the best they're going to have here is harpoon guns.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
That could be useful for ensuring the wyvern does not take to the air.
Does the
And make-
harpoon have a rope tied to it?
That's the real question, your pixie says. Thinking she's being helpful.
I just look at her. I'm like, what? Okay. I go up to the merchant and I simply ask, "Can I see one of your harpoon guns?"
Well, hello, I'm so sorry. If you're looking for fishing gear, you'll have to go to the main port. I merely sell fish. Would you like an octopus? I swear, she shoves her hand inside the mouth of an octopus and holds it up to you.
Really wish you didn't present it like that, but I'm gonna have to pass. Thank you.
Ah, all good, all good. If you like the main port, my cousin, Gonzalo, he sells like fishing equipment, like if you want hooks or nets or harpoons with like ropes and such. He's on the main docks.
Okay. I'm gonna poke around a little bit. I'm gonna run a perception check and just check the area, see if there's anything I can find.
Smart, valid.
I'm gonna turn to Dewey, and I'm gonna ask her when the last time she ate was.
Let me see. Well, I've been in that ship for 3 days, so I got desperate and ate a starfish at one point. So about a day.
Do you like seafood? Do you like it raw and fresh?
I could eat it either way, honestly. Both are
Why did
interesting.
you have to describe it like that?
And I'm gonna tell her, pick something from the merchant, and I'm gonna pull out my coin purse.
The merchant gets very giddy. Oh, please, customer, for such a fine specimen as a fairy. Oh, you're so pretty. Let me offer you a slight discount of 1 copper. If you give, whatever she chooses, it'll only be 9 copper. And she just chooses a fairly nice-looking fish. The Triton grabs it, slams it down, and begins wrapping up in paper. Almost like a bit of a fish bouquet. That'll just be 9 copper.
Before Rocco even reaches his point curse, I'm just gonna pull out a solid gold piece and just give it to him. And I'm gonna look at Rocco and I'm just gonna say, just you know what to use it for.
What am I supposed to use it for?
Your family, dumbass.
Oh, wasn't that kind of you?
And she goes,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. As she picks up, remember, she's a pixie, so she's like the size of your hand, your palm, maybe. So she goes to pick up this genuinely decent sized fish, which is like 3 times the size of her. So she picks it up and then immediately drops to the floor. Just, ah!
I just pick it up and she's like dangly from it.
Yeah. She's like, thank you.
Uh-huh.
God fucking damn.
So, oh yeah, and now, Amleth, your perception check. What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
An 8. Okay.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that.
What is everyone else's passives? Because your passives will be higher than his 8.
No, I'm sticking with what I rolled.
Wow.
I'm sticking with what I rolled.
Oh no, I'm gonna describe you your 8. I'm gonna let them know what you don't see. Because it's
Oh,
that
okay.
obvious.
12.
Yeah.
So, with your 8, Amleth, this is how it works. So, Corvus, you look over and you see the Triton on the end of the pier. It seems that he's talking to something at the end of the pier. You, on the other hand, Amleth, when you bend down to grab the fish, the fish itself, the muscles, have a reaction and kind of spasm a bit and kick sand into your eyes a little bit. And you're like, ah, damn it. And that's why you're not immediately able to notice the Triton talking, because currently you're rubbing a little bit of slimy sand out of your eye.
God damn fucking thing. I just like almost pull my arm back to throw it, then I stop myself. I'm like, keep it cool.
You
Keep
would
it
have
cool.
yeeted the pixie, absolutely.
Bye, Drew. See you never.
She's like, thanks for the fish! Oh, goodness. But yeah, so Corvus, you'll see that the Triton appears to be talking to something or someone on the end of the pier.
Cool. There's something. Titan's talking to someone over there. You guys want to go, check it out?
There's people talking over there.
The Titan's talking to someone or something. Who knows?
I'm gonna just work on getting this sand out of my eyes first. You guys go first.
Yeah, the Triton woman's like, oh my goodness. Ooh, excuse me, hold on. Ooh, excuse me, sorry, I just had 2 mighty sneezes. But the
I
Triton,
thought that was the character sneezing.
Let's try and woman.
whew, yeah, imagine, I'm so in character I'm actually able to sneeze that well. I wish. But no, she leans forward with a rag, like a little wet rag, and helps trying to clean out your eye. She said, oh my goodness, I was like, I see tourists all the time get this shit all up in their eyes. Oh, be careful, darling. But Corvus, as you walk forward down the pier a little bit, Rocco, would you like to accompany Corvus?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How far back? Are you going to be like right next to Corvus? Are you going to stand a little bit back as he goes down the pier? Or are you just watching him from a distance? How do you follow him?
I'm gonna be on the right side of him.
Right side, right next? Gotcha. So you're walking up. Amleth, you're kind of just in the back with Dewey and the woman cleaning out your sandy eyes. But you guys, you walk up and you see the Triton. He's sitting on like a stool with what looks to be like a fishing rod. And the rod kind of bounces and bobs in the water a bit. Or at least the tackle. And you see below there's movement under the water as he's mumbling. He doesn't acknowledge you guys as you walk up. I'd say you're about like 10 feet away. Enough to very easily walk up and like grab him and touch him or like pull his shoulder or tap him, but even it's close enough that most people would have heard your walking and your footsteps and turned around. He is not acknowledging you guys. He's just mumbling. looks to be incoherently, maybe to the shapes under the water.
Oh God, he's seen into the deep depths, and we lost the guy. There's no hope for him. Anyways, can I try to hear what he's mumbling?
Yeah. So you lean in closer, and you hear him talking like, "Oh, it's a nice day to go eat, isn't it? You know, darlings, you should go feed. You know, make sure you gotta stay big and strong. You know, you gotta feed the populace.
Oh God, I was right.
Gotta be big and strong, little ones." Would you, Rocco, while he's leaning in, would you like to lean over and look into the water?
No, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
The moment you do, inside the man's mind, even just the surface thoughts, is murky, as if you're going through a swamp of thoughts. You're stepping through a memory of his ex-wife. You're stepping through a memory of him growing up. You're stepping through, oh, what's this? Oh, gross. It's a little bit of fish poo. You step over it, and you go through this man's muckled mind, and all you hear on repeat is just, feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish.
Can I attempt to dig in a little bit to know what he means by fish?
Yes, you may. Go ahead. It would be a save, I believe, on his end. But he is not going to make a save, actually, because he doesn't give a fuck. You dig in deeper. And as you do, you then see... You open your eyes. You close your eyes for just a moment to... I'm actually going to pause the music for this. You close your eyes for a moment to focus as you dig deeper. And as you dig deeper, you open your eyes and you're under the water now. You're under the water. You're trying to dig into this man's mind. And you're now surrounded by water. You can breathe just fine. But you're in an ocean. Next to you is the man. You see him staring off into the distance. And in the distance, you see a Leviathan swimming rapidly towards the both of you. Jaws open. As it starts coming rapidly towards you, Rocco, you suddenly can't breathe anymore. And then as the last moment, before it would grasp you in its jaws, you're inside the man's mind once again. As it looks as if his mind itself has moss or some sort of like algae on it. As if it has been dunked underwater. You see barnacles going over this man's mind. And you see nothing but feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish. As every time you try to dig deeper, you can't breathe again. You're surrounded by that water. Every time you pull yourself back out, it feels like you're pulling yourself out from an ocean of water. Would you like to go in deeper?
Yeah.
As you go in deeper, you plunge. You feel like you just took the deep breath and you plunged off a diving board. As you dive into the deepest end you could, you're seen there on a beach next to that man. It's him and his wife. It's not the woman you see at the fishing thing. You see them happy. Then you see them running into the water. Then you see a very Jaws-esque moment where a Leviathan comes up from underneath, eating his wife. You see him running back, and you see him crying on the beach. Then it cuts again. He's now at these docks. It's raining. He's sitting there just at the pier fishing. Someone comes up to him. All you see is a silhouette of him getting up, hitting the other person, and throwing it into the water. He gets back down and keeps repeating, feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish. As in this memory, almost, as if you're watching his old memory. You're now in his POV. As you yourself are muttering, feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish. You then see the body float up to the surface, and the Leviathan fin come up, grab it, and pull it underneath. And you just a single voice in your head as it echoes through yours and the man's head. feed me.
Did you say you got hit in the head? I feel like I missed a little piece of that in there.
Sorry. So what happened was at the dock, you saw the memory of the man sitting there mumbling, "Feed the fish," as what you assume to be maybe a concerned person or a friend even. But all you see is a silhouette walk up to him in the memory. He takes up the fishing pole he's using, whacks them, and throws them into the water. And then you're pulled from the memory.
I'm gonna put my hand on Corvus and just pull him back gently.
What's up?
I'm gonna like whisper in Corvus's ear. I'm gonna say, "Don't get too close to him." I'm gonna go ahead.
Like he
I'm
says,
gonna walk up right behind you guys after getting the sand out of my eyes and say,
"Oh God, Walker's dead."
hello.
Sorry, I missed that.
I'm gonna walk up right behind you guys and kind of lean in and saying, "What's going on?"
I'm not entirely sure. Either this guy is deeply traumatized, or he's under the effects of the Leviathan.
I can figure that out for you if you want.
Your eye starts to bulge a little bit. It's like, ooh, I could try. I wonder what Leviathan magic would look like.
You want to try it?
Up to your friend Rocco. If he wants me. If not, he could try to do some more detective work.
It's up to him. Azazel says it's up to you what you want to do.
Let him go for it.
All right.
Alright, you
I lift up my eye patch and I let Azazel get to work.
As you do, once again, you lift up the eye patch and that green smoke comes pluming out from your eye. As you can see from your right eye and everyone else can see, the smoke wraps around the man. And then, ever so gently, Azazel appears, putting his hand on the man's shoulder. The man, not acknowledging either of you three, just looks up at Azazel, repeating, "Feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish." And then Azazel's like, yeah, old chap, feed the fucking fish, I hear you. Slaps him on the head a little bit, let me look into your ears. Hoists the man's head sideways. And you see, in almost like a comedic fashion, sticks both his fingers into the man's actual ear and starts to look through. And Azazel climbs his way into the man's ear. The man readjusting himself back to sitting up straight as Azazel enters his ear. Feed the fit, feed the fish. As he starts to have, typically speaking, Azazel pops back out immediately. Whoo! That is a, yeah, that guy's. Look, I'm neither here nor there about where that Leviathan is or whether it's helping the Wyvern, but all I gotta say is this man has definitely seen a Leviathan.
Huh. So we kill the Leviathan then?
I mean, between me and he like comes up next to you real like all smooth, like kind of slides up, puts arm on your shoulder, Amleth. Between me and you, home slice, my hot rod, my joyride here. How do I say? Even with, say, my help, how would you propose the idea of defeating both a Wyvern and a Leviathan? You remember the best I could do is possibly take over one, and even then, that might make you lose me to take over Uno. Now you want to take over another one that fucks up people's minds like this? Or
well, actually, just
plus I imagine this man's current problem was not put on him by the baby Leviathan. Most likely the full-grown Leviathan that was said to be 40 miles that way.
correct.
Indeed, dude.
I don't think we have the firepower or the capability to kill a full-grown Leviathan. Leviathan at this point.
I mean, we do have a bunch of ships with a bunch of cannons on it, and you have a flamethrower, so
I mean, I don't know how to operate this.
I'm sure we could figure it out.
Dewey does speak up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sir, with your glowy friend there. First off, hi, glowy friend. Azazel just waves. Well, aren't you adorable, little one? And she's like, oh, thank you. But anyway, spooky green guy. Remember, if I may speak up, as a water pixie, I would like to say that maybe we shouldn't kill the Leviathan. I understand that your job here is to defend these people, but your job is to defend them from the Wyvern, right? And the Leviathan, I mean, she's all the way out there. I'm just saying, like, she's technically not doing anything, and you don't have any way to say that she's connected to the Wyvern. What if she's just doing her own thing? I mean, you know, like, she's just out there.
Oh, god damn it. I was gonna say, I'm gonna roll an insight check, and I got nat 1.
Get fucked. I don't want to fight a Leviathan.
I'm gonna say, I do think it's important to figure out if there is a connection between the Leviathan and the Wyvern, but if we're not getting paid to kill the Leviathan,
Yeah, that was my next point. We're not getting paid to kill the Leviathan, so quite honestly, it wouldn't even do anything.
Because if it's a Leviathan, if it wanted to destroy this town, it would destroy this town.
Maybe what we should do is report the threat. Maybe, if it would help, maybe your authorities will give you a reward. If she gets all excited, does a little dance on Rocco's shoulder, like a little fucking like hee hee, and she's like, oh, maybe they'll give you some money just to report it. Yeah. You guys know
If
they
anything,
probably
they'll give us a high five over at the water cooler.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Christ, you are a headache.
maybe we can kill the wyvern, and then when we're done, we should be like, hey, by the way, we found out that there's a leviathan nearby. We could take care of that for a price.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be double the price that we're getting paid for this.
Yeah, I doubt, and just look at the state of the town, I doubt they have that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They
the
probably
money
already
comes from somewhere.
I mean, they're probably already pushing the coffers with what was the amount of money we're getting from this bounty?
Like 15,000 gold, I think.
Yeah, it's I don't have it directly in front of me, but it is roughly like 15 to 20,000 if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so they're probably already pushing it. That this isn't, from what we're told, this place usually is profitable, but with the Wyvern being lately here, they probably don't have that much trade, plus not that much money.
Well,
let's focus on the wyvern. It's not like the Leviathan's a direct threat to us.
True.
so while you guys are having this discussion, the main docks has a new visitor appear. Let me see. Do I have? I don't. What? I thought I had a ship art. Maybe I just didn't add it yet. Oh no, shit! I had it. Their sunken ship. Oh, Riley Auto Parts. That's right. I added the other ship. Never mind. I will draw this ship. Hold on. I can do this. Hold on. There we go. Awesome art skills. Boom. There we go. Awesome ship pulls in. You see from a distance, roughly a mile off a shore, entering towards the main port, you do see a new ship, a large one. Just for reference, there are, like, I would say, several, like maybe 4 to 5 good, decent-sized ships already at the port. One of them including Captain Sparrox, which you were told about. But this appears to be a new one. Rocco, you would recognize it as a naval vessel from Helfner's Rise.
Hey, Dewey, you think you could teleport us there?
Well, let me see how much I could... what I can do. She goes and taps her hands together, slams it onto the pier. The guy next to you going, fish, feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish, feed the fish, is drowned out by swirling and whirling a very magical essence begins to whirl around you guys. Fey magic begins to crawl up your legs, and within a moment you guys go from standing to pull down into this portal. All of you are inside this little purple and yellow vortex with oh sorry, I got hiccups. With a sense of a smell of lemon within it, and a lemon and a sense of sea salt and vinegar, and the smells are aromatic as they are strong and semi-unpleasant with how intense they are. And then suddenly you're tossed back out upside down as if you were not being moved physically or teleported, as if you're being physically dragged through the portal. You're dragged upside down and tossed back right side up. As you're flung outside of the portal, Dewey just flies out, and you're now outside the main docks. As you're now prone on the floor. Oh shit, sorry, I should have warned you. You're gonna, sorry, I forgot, I fly and I can just adjust. I forgot, I'm sorry, you guys don't fly.
I stand up, dusting myself off, feeling where my head hit the ground, you know, trying to see if there's like a lump or anything. It's like, it's fine.
Yeah, no lump. It wasn't thrown that hard, but I would say consider instead of like gently being thrown, not tossed, gently put down, as someone from a standing position just kind of dropped you while holding you. Not like a throw, but you definitely just dropped like a sack of potatoes.
I'm just still on my back, just looking up to the sky, and I just very audibly say, "Ow."
Get fucked. I won't be on. Due to spider climb, I won't be on the ground. Get fucked.
You get thrown outwards, and your feet hit the sand, Corvus, and you do end up falling because your feet end up just getting stuck to the sand when you activate your spider climb. So the sand is just now stuck to your feet because it's not a solid ground.
Fuck.
That's what you get.
I'm going to kick your ass one of these days, Amleth.
You can try.
As you guys are getting up slowly, you guys do see two main things. Just because you guys can't really see the roll 20, I will put also into the general, not just onto the roll 20 on the stream. Captain Sperak. Hold on, let me go to my art. The Inner Demons folder. Where are you, Captain? Goodness gracious, going through this folder just gives me so many memories. It reminds me about how long we've been doing this already. Jesus. Captain Spaddock, where are you? Please. Wait, what the hell is... Oh, there he is. Son of a bit. Okay, there he is. So there you guys are. There's Captain Spaddock, and I will put it on the stream as well. There we go. So that is Captain Spaddock. He is a roughly 4'6" Kenku captain with black feathers. He looks to be of a crow origin with a three-headed hook on his right hand, with what looks to be a black powder flintlock pistol on his left hip and a musket behind his back. You see, he has several, what looks to be balls, maybe grenades, maybe black powder grenades, strapped upon his chest. As you guys are standing there, he looks over. Well, look at you, landlubbers. Yeah, stand up, please, please, please. Get off, dust yourselves off. He takes his feathery left hand and with a very easy, almost like he's made to dusts off the extra sand off of you guys. Pats, I would say, Amleth on the back. I and my bombs, eh? Maybe after a quick talk I can teach you about the ways of explosives. But for now, tell me, who are you fine lubbers?
Name's Amleth. These are my two buddies, Corvus and Rocco, or bounty hunters. We're currently trying to look for a wyvern in the area.
Aye, you're looking for that wyvern, little
Also,
bastard.
I'm looking for how to make those little grenades you got on your chest there.
I see. Well, I can do ye one favor quite easily. If ye would like to come to my ship tonight, you can easily buy off some plans and schematics from me and my artificer, as we are always looking to make a little bit extra money, or buy the bombs themselves. It's up to me, artificer. He gives a hearty cackle, says, "Caw." But if you're looking for the wyvern, my only job is, as you can assume, I am a pirate, and I do defend these ports with me life and me crew. We have been paid by this town to be the naval protection. 3 out of 5 of these ships here are mine, and just because they're Helfner's militias here, Helfner's little baby backets over there. Oh, there's so much they're gonna do with their little bows and arrows. He yells now outwardsly towards them. Look at you with your little toothpicks. I hate nothing like a bit of black powder to put the oomph back into a wyvern. Now, let me tell you, even though I've been defending this sport, it's hard to track the bastard when he leaves half my men dazed and confused amongst the wreckages. Let alone, we're having to also board land to try to stop the kobolds. So not much I can tell you about the actual wyvern itself, or where it goes. But if you need help defending, or to fight it, you got me, old lad.
That was easy.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm paid for it, and I assume you are. I was told we were bringing adventurers. You are the adventurers, right? I'm not just talking to random people who aren't the adventurers sent to help, yes?
I did tell you that we are bounty hunters.
Yes, okay, just double checking that I heard you right. Alright, in that case, then yes, you are indeed the people who I was told I'm supposed to help. Well, I guess technically helping me, as I was paid here first.
Get to the point.
Oh, indeed. Okay, so, my name is Captain Smerak. I have a crew of 90 men over 4 ships. I am capable of doing maneuvers, of capturing wyverns, and we have nets. He dials down, taking off his hat and tipping it over. At your service, Captain Smerak. How may I assist you boys in hunting this wyvern?
Yeah, we just need to know where it is.
Didn't Nails come back?
He did,
Yeah,
and then you guys sent him back off to go look more for the kobolds.
Did we?
Yep, I could not tell you why, but I brought him back, and he said, "Aren't you supposed to be looking for more kobolds? Get back out there!" And he went, "Fuck, fine," and left. I don't know why you guys did,
right. Yeah.
but you did.
I remember that.
Yeah, because I think it was, you were acting like he never left, so he was about to get into a fight with the pixie.
No,
I remember being like, we had just left the bar after I got hit on and sexually accosted, and then Nails was just kind of there. At which point,
so I wonder if Discord cut me off then, because I did mention at that time that he had returned. So I wonder if you guys just didn't hear that return part.
I did not. We did not hear that part.
But
No. I remember that he did return, and we basically told him to fuck off and go find something else.
Yeah, but we went to meet up with Corvus.
Yeah, and that was when he showed up.
Pixie.
Yes,
and then he came back. I don't remember sending him off though.
You and I, he was fucking around with a pigeon, I think.
Yeah.
And we noticed him, we caught him, and we were both like, what are you doing?
He's like, I'm back. And you guys were like, get the fuck out. And he's like, well, shit,
Yeah,
fine.
we told him to go back.
It was the
because
most, like...
we thought he was...
Yeah, it
we
was
thought
like
he was
10 seconds
off.
of just like that, and then you guys moved on. It was no other thoughts besides that.
Yeah, no, we just completely skipped over it. And then never realized. Oh my god, poor Nails, dude. Yeah, no, he hasn't been back to us ever
It was
since.
so funny because instead of being like, "Hey Isaac, did he just return or ask questions?" You guys were just like, "Get the fuck out of here, Nick."
I remember that. I think I was the one that told him to fuck off.
It was really silly. It was definitely very silly. But yeah, Nails does eventually come back. He's like, if you guys look around, you do see him on a barrel nearby, waiting to be allowed to come back over. He waves as he bites the head off a pigeon.
I walk over to Nails and I say, "Hey, did you find the rest of them?"
Yeah, like I said before. He crosses his arms.
Oh, you're mad about that, aren't you?
No. He looks the other way.
Kick his ass, Nails! Kick his ass!
Don't instigate it.
He stands up. I would if I could. He looks up. He lifts up his arms. I'm a fucking noodle.
God
There's
damn right.
definitely plenty of ways you can kick his ass!
All right. How about this? Crap. All right. You know what? You guys stay here. I'll be right back.
Captain
I head over
Spartak is
to
just
the-
staring at this like, where the fuck that demon come from?
Don't worry about it.
I go back to the merchant and I go to get another fish. Wait, the merchant was like entranced or something, right?
No,
No,
that was the person on the edge of the docks. The merchant themselves were fine.
Okay. Okay,
That was
cool.
also
So
a
I'm gonna
different
go.
rock.
That's okay. He can just walk over.
Yeah.
So while he's walking over to get that fish, Captain Spartak turns to Corvus and Rocco. Well, anyways, real quick, while I do not know where the wyvern is, I'm just a defender, I do have an idea if you'd like to hear it.
Yeah, tell us your idea.
We have these flags. Have you ever heard of marking and tracking? You shoot a harpoon into them, and then you use the flag to make... It's a massive fucking flag. It both will slow them down and also let us track them and be able to follow where they go.
That sounds useful.
So if we wait till the next attack, and you guys handle the town, make sure the kobolds don't go in. Me and my men get the harpoons and ballistas ready, and we just send several flags into the wyvern, and then you get onto the ship and we follow it.
I'm gonna turn to Nails and I'm gonna say, well, Nails, you were able to track the kobolds. What happened with that?
And as you say that, Amleth, you reach the fish vendor. She's like, "Oh, hi there. Would you like another fish?"
Yep, just one more, and make it a nice big one too.
She gives you a nice big ahi tuna.
I was going to say...
Hell yeah.
I give her a gold piece.
She gives you just a pleasant smile, wraps it up in her fish bouquet, and sends it off on your way.
Great. And I'm gonna walk back over and give it to Nails.
So yeah, as you're walking over, Nail. Landing. Looks like an old trades post maybe that was a failed dock. I don't know, but the kobolds are past even that. They're like above a cove. It looks like this massive cove, and it scared the shit out of me. I didn't want to go inside, but they're like camped out on top of the cove, like leaving on the cave.
Huh. Interesting.
Alma, that's when you walk out with a big ass fish. Even Spartak is like, "Whoa, that's a mighty fish."
Oh yeah. and I give it to Nails, and I simply say, "Don't think that I'm being nice or anything."
Consider.
It's not like I like you, Baka.
God.
But yeah, he grabs it. He just gives you a nod. Unlike the pixie who makes a big deal out of everything, he just nods and starts chewing it.
Sorry.
All right.
Back to Captain Spoudock, who, now that you're here, Amleth repeats his plan. Oh, welcome back. So, I was just telling your patriots that I have flags and harpoons and ballistas. We could wait for the next wyvern attack and hook it so that we may follow it back to its cove. Or your little friend, Nails here, might have been able to track the kobolds. Mark.
So, how would we follow the wyvern exactly?
So, you guys would go to the town, and instead of me sending my crew to defend the town, you guys would defend the town from the kobolds. Do your best to just mitigate damage, while I have my extra crew prepare ballistas on the tower. He points to the military tower. I talked to the town, and he said if I had the men or the ability to, they'd consider it. But alrighty, I just never had the men, because they were busy defending the town. But if you defend town, I can set up ballistas. We fire into wyvern. Does not matter where it hits, as long as it sticks. If it sticks, gets caught in armor, pierces skin, whatever, it drags the flag, and we can you guys hop into ships. We go follow flag, and leads us to wyvern.
So you want to take your ship and go into the water and follow the wyvern from there.
Yes, a possibility. Or if you want to go stealthier approach, we take U-boats and we follow your little imp friend, and we go along the coast. Less crew, not going to be able to take full ship, no gunpowder, only us. You three, maybe me and 2 crewmates at most. So guns blazing or stealth approach, basically. Long story short.
Well, why don't we just try and trap it rather than just... Because if we follow it back to its little cave, that's its lair. We have no idea what that place looks like. We know what this looks like. We know the layout of the town and all of that. We can use that to our advantage and let it come to us. That way we can trap it and just kill it right here and there.
Not bad idea.
And plus, if we try to go into the water and follow it, there's a very big chance, even if we try to go stealthy, that something else is going to, happen and suddenly we're capsized and eaten.
I'm going to interrupt. I'm going to interrupt this conversation, and I'm just going to walk really close to Captain Sparak and stare him straight in the eyes. Just get really up close to him.
Yeah, he's just looking at you. Unsure what you're doing, he just stares at you.
Oh, you cut off.
Oh, unsure what you are doing, Captain Sparak just stares at you as you do.
Or maybe it was me. Hooray. Yeah, so what'd you say? What
sorry.
happened?
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, so, unsure of what you are doing, Rocco, Captain Sparak just kind of, he just stares at you.
Are you a dragonborn in disguise?
Huh.
Unsure what to say, as much as Isaac, am unsure what to say. He just kind of, shakes his head no. Not in any, ferociously, no. He's just no. Plucks his own feather off, hands it to you. Kenku, as the day I was born.
Insight check. Everyone insight check.
Alright, go ahead.
I'm actually going to just go ahead and just skip the insight check and go straight for Azazel.
Azazel says, what do you want me to do in your eye? He's like, you do realize I can enter his mind, but that doesn't break an illusion or tell me what race he is.
Oh, crap. Well, then I'm gonna use my wasp needles and tie him up.
No!
Hold on. Before you do, Corvus, he's telling the truth. He's a Kenku. Not everyone
Not everyone's a Dragonborn in disguise.
I was gonna say easily Corvus, and I'm not even gonna have you roll Rocco because the moment he hands you the feather, you know that's not how illusions work. You're not able to like really touch the feather. You guys are pretty sure he's just a Kenku.
I just still have my wasp needles out and ready. Are any of your men Dragonborn? Have you checked?
I mean, I have maybe one or two. But I believe they've been with me, if they're who I think they are, since 2 whole ports ago. So, a good 3-year trip. So, doubt they'd be turncoats, but I can always look into it.
Don't tell your men the plan. Keep them in surprise.
Alright, valid, fair enough.
Tell them only as much as they need to know.
Do we have... I assume you ask because we can't trust Dragonborn. Is that the truth?
Yes.
May I ask why? Is it, have you info that Dragonborn are assisting the Wyvern?
Yes.
He goes and strokes his beak. I did have several cannon failures this last run. The mast didn't go full, and there's several issues with the ship. He turns to you. Do you have anyone you know could be trusted, like Tabaxi or Triton or humans, elves?
Humans and Tabaxi.
No. Tridents and Tabaxi.
That's exactly what I meant to say. And you know what? I did say that. I'm just going to say that I said that.
Okay, Triton and Tabaxi. He nods his head. I have 3 Tabaxi and 5 Triton. They're my diving crew.
Then you can count them out. Everybody else needs to be inspected.
All right, I will use them as help to go through my crew. In that case, well, I have one last question before we come up with our solution, our potential solution. Where would we capture this wyvern? On a ship? Do you want me to nail it down? Or should we fire nets and put it on the beach to where the sand shall shift beneath it and release the nets? Where's a solid place to keep a wyvern down? Is my only question.
We could use those harpoons and ballistas and kind of just tie it down from there.
But again, where? Like, you must remember, if you're gonna take a beast, like I don't know if you've ever gone whaling before, you don't just tie it down. You don't just overpower it. You have to anchor it.
Oh, I know. We could evacuate the town and we just kind of use that because it's better than having an open land like over water or over like a clear beach. Like it'd be a lot easier to trip something up and anchor it down in a town. So
like
if we evacuate
walls?
the town,
Like in the walls.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Walls would probably work best. But I mean, regardless of where we even put it, or anchor it, it's gonna try and dig and burrow beneath there. So we need to have a defense for that and see if we can just block it where it will go.
What if we use the tower? Instead of evacuating a town, use the tower. It's a tube of stone.
We'd have to lure it up.
And then just pop the lid on.
Good.
Alright, Dirk. You would have to convince the mayor to possibly wreck his own tower. Which, to be fair, is one of the best defenses to it when it does attack. So, if you do lose it, it means there is no defense when it does attack.
I just look at the Dragon Slayer sword, great axe in my hand.
Azazel in your head. When we got that axe, I thought it'd be kind of smooth sailing. I didn't realize getting to the fucking wyvern was gonna be the hard part.
Yeah. Let me go sit down and think real quick.
Indeed. We have, so just to recap, before I go and start working with my men, just so I understand with you guys, we have 3 options: stealth, guns blazing, or trapping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go look and start, interviewing my men. Now that I have this info, thank you, by the way, for that info.
Mm.
I should be able to at least, if you give me what, I'm gonna go start doing that. But whatever choice you make, give me at least a few hours. I can't just initially go to any plan. At least warn me so I can get either ballistas ready
Of course.
or thank you. All right. Well, either way,
And-
gentlemen, nice to meet you.
And same goes to you. When you start your little investigation with your crew, let me know. I'll be able to help out.
Don't go yet, Captain. I wanna. One idea that I kind of like is, Dewey can make the little peephole portals, right? So maybe we could go over there and try to peephole through the cove into the cave and just try to recon that way. Explore options. And then the other thing that I'm thinking is that we have the description of 4 of these disguised Dragonborn, right? Maybe I should just go with the captain real quick and just take a look at the crew to see if anybody matches those descriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Honestly,
we
it's
could
not the
probably
worst
do that
idea.
right now.
Yeah.
We could probably do that right now.
That's actually a pretty good idea because you do have a general description. Now do keep in mind 2 parts before we do this. One is I did say when you did that, because of the fact that it was a big fight and that everyone was able to see it, that there's a possibility that they may change their disguises, and B, that he did mention that they come from previous ports, so they also may not have even heard of you guys. So just keep that in mind before that we both go, that's the kind of pretenses I'd be working under. But if you do, that is not the worst idea.
Well, kind of speaking quietly only to us 4, including the captain, I basically tell the captain that I have these wasp needles that I can use to, tie up any runners or anything like that. And basically, if we just keep it super organized and arranged and all that, we'd be able to sniff them out pretty quickly, regardless of what they might look like now. Because if we just go down a line doing a very simple yet specific test, just pulling out like a hair or pulling something from them and just seeing if it's an illusion or not, I mean, sniffing them out wouldn't be too hard, would it?
No. My only issue is that keep in mind I do have, like I said, 90 men. It's not like a small crew to go quickly. That's why initially I was offering to just do it with my 8 crew. So if this happens, that means they would probably attack by the time the Wyvern would probably attack again by the time we get even through that.
So yeah, that's fair.
So that's why I was suggesting that if you would like, I do like the idea of Rocco helping. We could have Rocco help me, while you 2 go and make choices and talk to the town.
Yeah, we can do that.
So then, at the very least, we're working 2 different lines.
Yeah, that could work, and you could use your crew to help snuff out the imposters.
Indeed. Because if my crew is 100% good, I can send them through the town to go look.
And hopefully your artificial is good, because I got the 2 items that I would like them to look.
Yeah, the artificer might be able to make something that could help you sniff them out way more easily.
Indeed.
I was not thinking that, but I was thinking of them fixing up this fitlock pistol I found and this flamethrower that I found.
Ooh, right.
I want my exotic weapons.
So, as you're all standing there, Spark does, if I want to surprise the crew in case there's imposters, I want to bring all of you on board. So what I could do is tonight around the initial dusk, I could bring you around and have you meet me at the bar, the tavern nearby, with my artificer.
That works for me.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, gentlemen, he goes and puts his arm around Rocco's arm, kind of like hooking it. I shall take good old Rocco here. We shall go and begin assessing the crew. You two go look at the town, and we'll see you later. And he gives a good old salute.
Well, if they're gonna come by and do it tonight, I don't want to tip them off by being there. Maybe it's best for me to come back with Corvus and Amleth at night, and then we'll do it then.
I have an idea. He goes and walks over to this drunken sailor that's sleeping nearby. And you see the captain walk over, slap the man awake. Wake up, bitch! And the guy's like, what? Hey, who the fuck, huh? Who? And he's like, Captain Sparta, give me your fucking coat. And the guy's like, no, fuck you. And the captain backhands him again. Who was like, do not forget who your captain is, bitch. Give me your coat. And he's like, fine. Hands him his coat. And after going to a few different sailors, he brings you a small sailing disguise, Rocco. Holding up the shirt to you, it fits you decently. It's a little tight around the shoulders, but it's okay overall. He's like, this should fit you. It should blend you into my crew.
Damn. Do the clothes look cool?
It is definitely, I would say, on the cooler end. He didn't just take the cheap shit for you. He was definitely taking like a nice coat, a relatively nice hat. You do get a pretty decent, sailor's hat.
I feel like I need a sailor name to go along with this.
Bob.
Bob! A great sailor name.
I guess I could do Bob.
Well, what were you thinking? He pats you on the back.
Get fucked.
Barnacles?
Get fucked.
Barnacles?
Barnacles McGee. That's it.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Alright, Barnacles McGee. Alright, and that is where we'll end this session, as we have Rocco go get ready to interrogate a crew, and you guys go decide which path you're going to take. Dewey and Nails will go with Corvus and Amleth. I assume Corvus and Amleth, you're going to the tavern you guys are staying at in the town. While Rocco, you will go to the ship. So by next time we play, the players, we will have decided what path we're going to take, and Rocco will be going through the crew. I know this was a quick session. We decided to have a bit of a pre-game meeting today regarding Amleth DMing next week. So be very excited and ready for that, my dear viewers.
It's gonna be cool as hell. There's gonna be explosions. There's gonna be love. There's gonna be drugs. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna make our own D&D session with hookers and poker and blackjack.
If my character
blackjack.
If my character doesn't make out with Roberts, I will be deeply disappointed.
It's gonna happen, buddy.
Oh, God.
Yes, and so even though it was a shorter